Well, good news. We are on the last lap of this adventure, and there's a little ways to go, but this is the downhill side of it. So what I'm going to do is the first thing, we'll glue in the neck. Then I will double check the placement of the bridge. Of course, the blue tape will be removed. The bridge will be glued in. Then come down here, the nut will be fitted, cut to size. Then the pick guard, that'll go on, that can go on right now if I wanted to. And then I will have to drill the holes, use a reamer to fit the pins in place. And then we will install the tuners, and the same thing will happen here. I have a larger reamer to make sure these fit properly. So let's start putting this baby together. All right, I'm gonna glue the neck to the body. And remember, I had all this taped off, so we're gluing this to the raw wood. It's not the, if you try to glue it to the lacquer, you would not get any adhesion. So you just glue it directly on the wood. And I'm only going to glue where the fretboard joins the body. I'm not going to glue the mortise and tenon, because if you ever need to take the neck off for a reset, you won't have to deal with that problem. When I have just a minimal amount of squeeze out, which is always good. Now comes the time to position the bridge. So what I've done is I've laid my straight edge out again from the nut down the center line of the neck, which matches the center line of the body, fortunately. I've got a square here to show that I'm square to the center line. I also measured from the high E, where the nut, to the pin where the high E string would be, and I measured down 647 millimeters, and on the high E I did the same thing and measured to 649 millimeters to the front edge of the saddle. So now what I'm going to do is take this off. There's no blue tape showing. which means I mapped it correctly the first time. And this is a little unnerved, so and of course you can see it spinning around, so I've got to go back and double check my measurement on this end over here. I've cut the ends off of the nut here to align with the side of the neck and the head plate. And now I have a flat pencil. I'm going to place it right here. And this will allow me to trace the profile of the neck radius and the frets. So now I need to sand down to that mark. The nut has been cut to size, and so now it's time to start slotting it. And there's several ways to do it. There's rulers that you can buy, or you can measure the distance from the edge of the fretboard on the treble side and the bass side. There's particular, I think some people say 4 millimeters on this side and 2.5 millimeters on this side. And then you would divide by 5 to mark them out. But what I've done, I just took me a little piece of wood and I made a template based on my Martin guitar. My neck is the same width as the Martin. So I come in here and I marked it that way. So then my next step is I will take a saw and I will cut a little kerf on each one of those to get it started. And then I have these files, and there are 3 of them, and each side has a different thickness, and they're designed specifically to cut the slots for each string. So what So now I'm just getting the kerf started with this little thin back saw. Then I'll come back with the slotting files. Just want to bring it right to the edge, and then you also want to try and keep your saw at the same angle as your fretboard. I'm sorry, as the peg head. Now that I've started the cuts with that little back saw, now I'm cutting the slots to their correct thickness to match each string. 6, 4. This will be the 3rd string, and it clearly states here on the file that that was the 3rd string right there. 6, 5, 4, 3. And the objective is to bring it right here to the very edge of the nut, just barely breaking it, but not going in very deep. Or not going deep at all, just kissing right up to the very front of it. And I am glad I put this down because I've already gouged twice right there. Little protect. So I'm going to use a stop block underneath here. I'm drilling the holes through the bridge. That's the one where the screw was. That went through pretty quick, pretty easy. These others are not as easy, not as cooperative. Now the task of putting the tuning machines in the holes that we've drilled, and just like the pegs, the string pegs, this is it's got 3 different step downs. So I need to use my reamer to create this depth here. I've already done that one. Yep, that one done. This is a larger reamer, of course, than what I was using earlier. Well, this guitar is in the books, and it was a blast. I had so much fun building it. You know, I love the building part. I like it when there's wood and you're cutting wood and you're thicknessing wood and carving the braces. If I'm making sawdust, that's when I'm my happiest. I started this in December, and it's early April, and I should have been finished about a month ago. But the the finishing process, I'm just I've got a lot to learn there, and I'm going to invest. I'm going to get going to invest in a good sprayer. I've got a compressor, obviously, but I'm going to get a good sprayer. Maybe get a tent of some sort, so I can eliminate any dust that's in the area. I've got an electric motor. I think I'm going to, at some point, I'm going to get I'm going to build a buffer so I can really get that high gloss shine. And I'm going to work on improving my skills when it comes to the pour filling. For everyone that's watched these videos, man, I can't tell you what a thrill it is when I see the number of views that I have. And I'm just a tiny bit. I don't have a lot of views, not like some of you guys do, but it just makes my day when I see that. So thank you. If you haven't subscribed, I ask that you'll do so. And my next project, I have bought some quilted maple, so I'm gonna make a maple back inside guitar. I'm gonna try my hand at making my own rosette this time. We'll see how that goes. And I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make another video series on that, but maybe not try to walk through every step, maybe just kind of breeze through each step, and not articulate as much. In other words, not talk so damn much through the building process. So thanks again. I really appreciate everybody that's watched my videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Saw this dog chasing a rabbit. I saw a dog chasing a rabbit. I saw a dog, he was chasing a rabbit. It was Sunday, just about noon. Well, I asked the rabbit, you gonna make it? I asked the rabbit, are you gonna make it? I asked the rabbit, you gonna make it? He said, I got to. Well, this thing sounds really good. I'm excited, I'm happy, and thanks again for watching.